Hi, Samantha.
Hi, Zach. Sorry about that. I had to hop off of a call real quick, but wanted to get your meeting started.
Great. You happen to have the notes from the last commission meeting, the minutes? If you do happen to have those already ready, could you send a copy to me just so we can have it for, I want to make sure that we touch on everything that people complained about last time.
I can send you a draft version. I don't have the draft completed yet. That's on my to-do list for later today. So I can send you like an official, if you will, draft, but it should have everyone's language there.
Okay, yeah, just the part about this section on the bylaws would be great.
I believe I have that. Let me double check. If I don't, another option would be that anything that comes up, feel free to flag with me, because I think at that point, because I was doing the editing, I wasn't taking notes. And normally what I do during that time is I'll go back afterwards and fill in those pieces. And so if I haven't done that just yet, I won't have that draft ready. But send you what I have. Let me double check and then I'll email you if that's okay.
Yeah, I think this will be a fairly quick. Oh, it looks like Laura is in our attendees rather than our panelists. Can you add her?
You are actually the host now, so I can't add her, but I can walk you through how to do that if you don't know how.
Yeah, can you please do that?
Sure. So click on participants.
Okay, I see it.
And then attendees. And then there should be there we go. Okay, you've got.
Hi.
Yeah.
So,
Hello.
so I'm going to head off then and I'll look through those really quick and make sure that I've got them available. And then I will connect back with you over email if I'm able to send those over to you.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably going to be a quick meeting, hopefully. You could even join if you wanted to, but it sounds like you got other stuff you got to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got some other things that I've got to attend to at the moment, but I will take a look at those minutes and see if I can send you a piece. Even if not, I could send you sort of a draft version of that particular piece of the conversation. You also have the recording available to you online.
I would rather not rewatch it, but yeah,
I understand. You do have that link though at your disposal if you want to use that.
thanks. Yeah, I think I remember everything, but if we missed one thing, then we can deal with it later. All right. Have a good day, Samantha.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll go take a look at that right now.
Thank you. Hey, Laura. So yeah, hopefully Samantha can get us the notes from the meeting, just in case we don't make sure we don't miss anything. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. I started going through the bylaws document. Let's see here. And second. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I recall, there were a couple of things that we needed to fix at the last meeting.
Yeah.
One was changing shalls to shoulds. So the first one of those, I think, was right here.
Mm-hmm.
So just saying that each member of the commission should attend a meeting.
I wonder if, because some people were concerned about that, if we should say each member is encouraged to, so it's very clear that it's not a requirement. Even though should, of course, should convey that same information, it might make them feel better when they read it. So it's really clear.
If I could type. Okay. I was wondering, I was wondering if this shall right here, of the commission shall financially sponsor events, was, I couldn't figure out if that was the second shall people were talking about. Hopefully.
I think, I mean, so we originally did this pre-pandemic, and now we are finalizing it during the pandemic. So I think that's where some of this is coming out of like, well, what if we can't have any activities right now? Like, what if it's banned? And then what happens? So
We
I
could change
wonder,
that to a should as well.
well, I mean, when we did this, the intention was that we shall do this and people shall participate, because that's what being part of the commission entails. But, you know, now things are different. So
I think we can, so the other thing that, I think the other wording that had come up was with this last line of this line was to add budget permitting.
yeah, but maybe budget and I don't know, we could even add, I don't know if we want to add COVID-19 into our bylaws, but
I don't think, I think budget permitting should cover it, hopefully.
okay, shall financially sponsor at least 2 activities per year, budget permitting.
Meaning if we don't have a budget, we wouldn't financially sponsor events.
Yeah, and what is the Lauren said, what does it mean to sponsor, give money, lead the commission, lend the support?
That's why we added
Oh, got it. Okay.
We added the word financially. So we already took care of that. Yeah, we don't have to deal with that stuff anymore.
Okay.
It was largely so changing shall to encourage to attend events, and then for this one adding budget permitting so that it's if we don't have a budget, we're not expected to do it.
Yeah.
The other changes so there's this idea that the commission might put on its own events and fund those events. I think, you know, going back, I think this was just a miscommunication that the committee that created this idea to change to get money and to update the bylaws accordingly was called the outreach committee, and I wasn't on it. And recommended these changes, and they wrote the letter that council then. I didn't actually see the letter that was eventually sent in. And so I think I just misunderstood what the intent was, and that it actually was not the intent to allow the commission to sponsor and budget its own events. And
no, we never talked about that. I was on that committee and we never talked about that.
Yeah, and so if that's a desire in the future, we'll just have to come back to that at a later date. So I just deleted this.
Yeah, that seems good. And I can't even imagine us doing something without a community partner. So I don't even think.
Yeah, I think it was just if we could kind of be the initiator versus if we, you know, would have had to have somebody bring it to us. But you know, since it wasn't discussed and it wasn't part of what council actually approved as a budget line item for us.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, just
we shouldn't get out ahead of that. So just deleted that, and then I couldn't figure out if that 50% idea was written somewhere else as well. I couldn't find it anywhere else, but yeah. So because there was that thing about the 50% thing and removing that, you know, that was right here. But it seemed that people were talking about it being in 2 places, and it's deleted down here.
okay. Well, you found both of them then, so it's gone.
Right. But that one was deleted before the last meeting, so I don't know why it would have even been discussed. Anywho, all right, well, I mean, I'm hoping that's all. And that'll be a very quick meeting.
Okay, can you go go back to that little middle section we were just at?
This one?
Yeah, endorsement means they endorse it, but no money. Support up to 250. Why did you change that?
We all changed that, you and Julie and I.
Oh, we did, but there was nothing before. Okay, I'm fine with it. I just don't remember talking about it.
So this was, I mean, I think everything in yellow here was stuff that originally had come over from the Human Rights Commission.
Yeah, but then there are these changed parts. That's what I'm just trying to remember when those changes were made, and I don't have a recollection of.
Oh, that was prior to our last meeting. So I didn't change anything else other than what I just talked to you about.
Okay.
This is all of the change, you know, since we didn't approve any of the changes, this one is tracking all of the changes, including the ones we made from the original, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And so we added all of this yellow stuff because that's all coming in from the HRC, but then you and Julie and I changed these numbers, the 100 to 250 and the 400 to 1,000.
Okay, I must not have been there because I don't remember meeting with you and her, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, you and Julie and I didn't meet in like November and October timeframe.
I don't remember.
Okay, I think we all did. I think it was the three of us, but anywho, all right, yeah. So that's where that came from. Is basically, you know, if we have $5,000, that we could probably give away more than we could probably give it away in more than $100 and $400 increments.
Yeah, and people can ask 100, or they could ask, you know, they can ask anywhere up to that.
Yeah. So I mean, I might need to read it again just to make sure that there wasn't some other should to shall thing that we should have caught, and then to make sure that I didn't write something about there being a 50% maximum. But other than that, I think we fixed everything that got red flagged at the meeting.
Okay.
And
And then you can just accept the changes during the meeting so it can look a little cleaner. Is that your plan?
Samantha's going to put this into a PDF document without those.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your time, and have a good rest of your day.
Hey, you too.
Well, thanks. Bye.
Bye.